Peace, everybody. Welcome to the VITAL HOOPS Podcast. My name is Fernando Cardenas, aka International XB. I am your host, and this is episode number 21, the last episode of the VITAL HOOPS Podcast for the 2022 calendar year. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to share this moment with all of you. And, happy holidays. I hope you have a wonderful time with your family, if you have the opportunity to do so. And, happy Kwanzaa for those of you who celebrate as myself. Personally, I usually do Christmas with my brothers, my family. We don't celebrate in a religious way, but we do celebrate. We exchange gifts, have food together, and, we get to see each other, so it's nice. And then, I usually come home and do Kwanzaa with my wife and kids, and sometimes we'll have my mother-in-law or something like that, and it's nice, For those of you who don't know, Kwanzaa is not a religious holiday. It is a cultural holiday. So we do enforce, African culture and principles. And, it's also a good moment to, give thanks to the ancestors. And so, Kwanzaa is very nice, especially if you have children. I encourage you to, celebrate Kwanzaa. So that's that. I hope everybody's doing well. 2022 has been a difficult year for many people. So I wish all of you many positive things for 2023. So, I will be rocking with you for this last episode of the year by myself. There's a couple of things I want to get into, but first of all, the NBA Christmas games just happened, and it was dope. There was some good games. I will say this, this year, the NBA season has been, as every year, ups and downs because, it's a long season. It's a lot of games, but I will say that I've been saying this for a while. Like, there's many things that I don't like, many changes I don't like in the league, like the total emphasis on the offense and, not letting guys play defense, and encouraging the score to go up and the shots to be fired and, all that. But I will say this year has been crazy as far as guys, individual players scoring lots and lots of points. It's been way too much, man. No disrespect to the players, man. They're great players, but 2 to 3 guys, scoring 40-something, 50-something almost every other night. You know what I mean? That's too much. I don't think that's good for the game. And it's just too much, man. That just shows how much they're not letting players play D. They're not encouraging the defensive end of the game. And I think it's a shame. You know what I mean? Now, with that being said, there were some great games during Christmas. I'm going to start with my squad, the New York Knicks, also because it was the first game of the day. And unfortunately, the Knicks lost to Philly. I mean, Philly's a great team, but, Joel Embiid had a great game, 35 points. James Harden did his thing. What can I say? The game was actually pretty close. It wasn't a bad game throughout the game, but 119 to 112 for the Sixers. On the Knicks end, Julius Randle had a great game. He had 35 points. Jalen Brunson played well. I will say this though. I don't know about, in general, I do say I like Tibbs, as a coach. I like Tibbs, because he's defensive minded. I like that. But right now, I don't know about I don't like his choice of, not playing D Rose and not playing Cam Reddish. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about that. Fournier, I don't know either. I'm not sure, but I definitely don't like the fact that he's not playing D Rose at all. He has D Rose outside of the rotation. That's whack to me. I'm not liking that. So, but anyway, I hope D Rose gets back on the floor for the Knicks. You know what I mean? And I saw Melo went to a game not too long ago. I think the Knicks should sign him, man. The Knicks got to sign Melo. You know what I'm saying? As a Knicks fan, it would be dope to see Melo go out a Knick. You know what I mean? To see Melo retire a Knick, that would be dope. We'll see. We'll see what happens, but I hope that does happen. The second game on Christmas night was Lakers and Mavs, and of course LeBron did his thing. As always, he's always playing on Christmas, as he should be. And he had a great game. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing, but, it's a shame to see him losing that many games, uh, season 20 for him. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, Anthony Davis got hurt again. You know what I mean? So the Lakers, it's not looking good for the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? It's not looking good for the Lakers at all. Dallas looked good. Tim Hardaway played well. But I feel like Luka still needs he still needs some help in order for the Mavs to be a championship team. I don't think they're ready yet. You know what I mean? But they're a good team. Like I said, LeBron played well. He had 38, but still not enough for the Lake Show. The third game was Milwaukee against Boston. Now that was a great game. I was looking forward to that. You know what I mean? Boston's been playing some great basketball. Not just this, ever since last season, they were this season, they kept it going. You know what I mean? So much respect to the Celtics, especially to the players, especially to Jaylen Brown. But yeah, they were balling. 139 to 118 for Boston. Jaylen Brown with 29 points, Jason Tatum with 41. Antetokounmpo had 27, Jay Holiday had 23. But it just wasn't enough. You know what I mean? Just wasn't enough. Boston is a good team. They're looking like they're ready to get back to the finals this year. You know what I mean? But we'll see. There's still a lot of basketball to be played. Memphis and the Warriors. I was looking forward to that game as well because so much shit being talked. You know what I mean? These days, man, the young boys, they talk a little bit too much. Ja Morant and them dudes, they got a little excited last year because they played well against the Dubs. But, the Warriors told them, like, yo, listen, it's nice and everything, but you got to prove something. You know what I mean? You got to do something before you start talking. And that's real talk. These young boys these days, they're over here talking so much, like they accomplished so much, but they got a lot to do before they start yapping. You know what I mean? And they talking a lot. I'm talking in general right now, but yeah, like I said, no disrespect to the Grizzlies, they're an amazing team. You know what I mean? But yeah, the Warriors without Wiggins, without Steph Curry, they still were able to get that dub. You know what I mean? So, I like seeing Klay Thompson excited about that win, man. Those guys over there, they're competitive. They're not playing. Yeah, he was excited. He had 24 points. And he played well, overall. The whole team played well. Jordan Poole with 32 and just good team basketball. It's unfortunate that like I said, Steph Curry and Wiggins are hurt. For those of you who don't know, Steph Curry, right shoulder injury. You know what I mean? He's expected to come back, I think, early January. Hopefully he does. And then Wiggins has an adductor strain. And those are not good, you know what I mean? Because they don't let you play. If you go a little too hard, if you come back too early, it could get worse. You know what I mean? They're real tricky and real complicated. So I hope he gets better as well. Quick recovery for Andrew Wiggins and Steph Curry. And for the last game of the night, Christmas night, it was the Phoenix Suns against the Denver Nuggets. Two great teams. The Nuggets got the W, 128 to 125. And unfortunately, Devin Booker got hurt early with like 4 minutes into the game. Devin Booker got injured, left groin. So I hope he gets well soon. But CP3 had a great game. CP3 had I think 16 points, 17 assists. But Jokic had 41 and 15. You know what I mean? Jamal Murray had like 26. And, just their team game was on point. I always enjoy watching those Christmas games. They're competitive. Dudes are excited to be playing on Christmas. And yeah, it's good basketball. It was fun to see. Now we're gonna soon the All-Star game will be coming up. And then after that, getting ready for the playoffs to begin. It's gonna be interesting this year. The Nets are back playing well. My guy Kyrie. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to get back to the NBA in a little bit. I just want to touch on other basketball that's going on, man. The Euroleague, some great basketball that's being played over there. I've been following up a little bit on Monaco, and Mike James has been killing. You know what I mean? Much respect to Mike James, has been killing over there. They're, I think, number one in the French championship, in the French league, which is, a very good league. I would say it's like top five, but definitely top 10 leagues in the world. And I think they're like number five in Euroleague, or they're close to being tied with like, the top teams. Istanbul, Real Madrid, Barcelona, those are like, top teams in the Euroleague right now. And Monaco is definitely up there. They've been getting W's. They've been playing real good basketball. And it's fun to watch as well. You know what I'm saying? It's different than the NBA, but it's good basketball to watch. And, you learn a lot, different things, you know what I'm saying, depending on how you analyze the game. And yeah, like I said, great basketball. Another one that's been doing his thing is Wembanyama. For those of you who don't know, Victor Wembanyama, they've been televising this game on the League Pass, by the way. And his team is doing great as well here in the French Championship. They're, I think, second next to Monaco. And he's been playing great basketball, Wembanyama. He's only 18 years old, and he's 7'2". So that's what's amazing about his game is the way he moves. You know what I mean? He moves like a guard almost at 7'2". And he looks like he's controlling his body well. You know what I mean? He doesn't look clumsy out there. And yeah, it's really amazing to see. So hopefully he'll be able to stay away from injuries. You know what I mean? Hopefully he'll keep developing his game and developing a little bit as far as his body, be able to develop. And yeah, he can be amazing. He could do some great things in the league. So we wish him well. And yeah, that's that. So real quick, the World Cup, the FIFA Soccer World Cup just happened in Qatar. I just wanted to touch on it real quick. I boycotted the whole World Cup. I didn't watch any of it. Primarily, I mean, FIFA is a nasty ass association, but I enjoy watching soccer, especially during like the World Cup, I enjoy watching the Paris team as well once in a while, but I mainly boycotted it because I'm just tired of oppression, man, and people seeing oppression happening and not doing anything, acting like everything is normal. So, it just felt like something that I wanted to do. In order to prepare all these stadiums in Qatar, they used, workers, they underpaid them, they promised them things that they didn't give them. A lot of them died because of poor condition. It was over 6,000 workers that died, building those stadiums, you know what I mean? And then also the ecological impact is too great. It's horrible what's happening as far as, them cooling the stadiums and then, so I know things like that happen all the time, but, just felt like something I wanted to do. So I boycotted the whole World Cup, and it wasn't easy because France was in the finals and I'm in France. So, so yeah, but, now I'm hearing things about, the Olympics coming up in France in 2024. I'm hearing the same thing has happened. Underpaying workers, poor conditions to prepare for the Olympics, and you know what I mean? So nasty shit. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on that real quick. To get back to the NBA and to, I was talking about, the Ja Morant and the Grizzlies, losing to the Warriors. Ja Morant actually has his new sneaker, his new Nike shoes that dropped on Christmas. And personally, I don't like them. I haven't tried them on. They look like they're probably comfortable. You know what I mean? But as far as the look, to me, it just looked like a tennis shoe. Like you about to play tennis when you put them on. You know what I mean? They don't look good to me, and either way they're low cut. I personally I don't wear low cuts, but people seem to like them. And so yeah, that's that. His new shoe is out, and Nike actually just dropped Kyrie Irving. I'm hearing a lot of talk saying that, Puma and Adidas wanted to pick him up, wanted to sign Kyrie. I personally think Kyrie should, start his own brand, independent brand, ethical brand, you know what I mean? black-owned brand, and I think he should do that. I think he should start his own brand because if you're gonna go from Nike to Adidas or to Puma, there isn't much of a difference. So I think that would be dope for him to start his own brand. And speaking about that, speaking about starting your own brand, I want to talk about this real quick. I love basketball shoes. You know what I mean? As part of the culture, but you know, so I'm not married to any brand. I'm not married to any type of shoes. I do enjoy wearing. I enjoy hooping in various sneakers. You know what I mean? I hooped in Jordans for a long time. You know what I mean? I hooped in the Derrick Rose shoes for a long time, the Kyries. You know what I'm saying? But I enjoy trying different sneakers. And now I wanted something new. You know what I mean? So I went ahead and tried Langston Galloway. You know what I mean? For those of you who don't know, Langston Galloway, he was in the NBA. Right now he's in the G League. He's playing for the Skyhawks, averaging about 13 points per game, I believe. And he started his own brand. He actually wore his sneakers for the first time last year in the NBA Finals when he was with the Bucks. And it's called Ethics. Ethics, the brand. I checked it out. It looked good. You know what I mean? I don't like low cuts. This one is about mid. You know what I'm saying? But it feels light. It feels good. So I'm happy I got them. You know what I mean? I've worn them, I've worn them for about a week now. You know what I'm saying? For those of you watching, here they are. You know what I'm saying? The the LG1s. You know what I mean? Take a little look right here. For those of you listening, I'm just showing the shoe right now. It's a good basketball shoe. The traction is good and they're flexible. They're very comfortable. They're comfortable. They grab my foot well. You know what I'm saying? They're low enough. I feel like I'm low enough to the ground as I hoop. You know what I mean? Which is important for me. And the material, is good because as a vegan myself, this is a nice smooth material on top. And I know it's not animal skin, so that's dope. You know what I'm saying? They feel good. They look good. And so, yeah, it's a dope sneaker overall. You know what I mean? I would even wear them to just chill, you know what I mean? To just walk around with sweatpants. I would rock these, you know what I'm saying? But they feel good. They feel good on the court. So, you know what I mean? I'm glad I got them. Great shoe, man. Great basketball shoe. So much respect to Langston Galloway and Ethics, the brand. You could definitely check them out at ethicsthebrand.com. And these go for $120, which is good for a great basketball sneaker like that. And they have some dope different colorways and things. Definitely check that out. And I always encourage ball players to start their own brand, man. I like that. I think it's that time, man. It's that time to stop supporting the Nikes, the Adidas, the all these companies that own everything, sign everybody and eat everything. Time to go independent, baby. So yeah, Ethics the brand. Check it out. So anyway, as far as music, I just caught the new Seun Kuti and Black Thought. You know what I mean? They did an EP together, which is really dope. It's only 3 tracks. It's called African Dreams. I just caught that. I've been listening to that nonstop. You know what I'm saying? It's only 3 tracks, and they're all remixes from Seun Kuti's previous album. But it's really dope. It's really dope music. So I definitely encourage y'all to check it out. Black Thought and Seun Kuti, African Dreams. All 3 tracks. Like I said, all 3 tracks are dope. So check it out for sure. And for those of you who don't know, if you've been listening to the VITAL HOOPS podcast, but I am an MC as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm co-founder of 340 MS, which is an underground Cuban hip hop crew. And we got some new stuff coming up. You know what I'm saying? We've been in it for many years, into the culture, into the music. But yeah, we got some music coming up this upcoming year. And myself and my wife as well, we got a little track coming up. So definitely be on the lookout for that for our music. And we work with Guerrilla Republic Cuba. So definitely, shout out to Guerrilla Republic Worldwide. And you can definitely check out guerrillarepublic.org if you're into hip hop culture in general. Make sure you check that out, guerrillarepublic.org. All right, before I get to my book recommendation, I have an important announcement to make. The Pan-African organization that I work with just released their new online magazine. The magazine is called the Pan-African, but it is in French. You know what I mean? It is in French. So for those of you who can read French, please definitely check it out. If you can't read French, but you still want to support, please do. You know what I mean? The magazine is available online. It's called the Pan-African. It's edition number 23. And the great Kwame Nkrumah is on the cover, and some great information, some good information for all of us, all of our people to check out. So definitely want y'all to check that out. I'm gonna have all the information down in the description, the little link for you to go check out the new magazine of the Ligue Panafricaine UMOJA. It's definitely appreciated for the good cause. All right, so this episode is coming to an end. For my book recommendation, we're gonna keep going, you know what I'm saying, with Kwame Nkrumah. As I said, he's on the cover of the new Pan-African magazine. And I definitely want to recommend this book because it is extremely important for us today, especially today, because this is what we're living today. So this is Kwame Nkrumah. Got it right here. This one is in French, but it's Kwame Nkrumah, Neo-colonialism, the last stage of imperialism. Like I said, happy Kwanzaa, happy holidays, happy New Year, much health. You know what I mean? For you and your loved ones, we're gonna continue rocking. You know what I mean? We've had a lot of great feedback, so we ask for more. Please keep sharing. Please subscribe. Please share it through our social media, word of mouth. Tell your friends. You know what I'm saying? We've had some amazing guests. I want to thank all of our guests up to now. My sister Tony Blackman, big up to her. We've had the great Rex, great MC Rex. You know what I mean? We had Wellness Mogul D. Shout out to him. We've had a lot of amazing guests. So much respect to all of them. And we've got some great guests coming up for 2023. Our next episode drops Thursday, January 12th. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And share it with your people. Like I said, please share it with your people. We appreciate you. And Vital Hoops is for the culture. Peace.